Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video. And today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about this PSX 2016. Now, I am incredibly hyped, I'm incredibly excited about all the announcements. An absolute ton of games, whether they're big, small, whatever it is, an absolute shed load of games. A lot of big announcements, a lot of smaller announcements. There was a lot of announcements that I feel if you show at E3, nobody cares. But I feel like the PlayStation hardcore audience will enjoy those announcements. Now, I saved the best till last because it was shown last. We've got a long discussion about that. You probably already know what it is, but we have to discuss it. But first off, let's start off with one heck of a way to start a conference, and that is Uncharted 4 The Legacy DLC. Now, this is me going out on a limb. If I was a betting man, I'd assume this would be a safe bet. I'm assuming it's DLC. It didn't have Uncharted 4 in the name, so that got me like, what the hell? But I'm assuming it is like the Left Behind DLC and all that sort of stuff. Really awesome. Now, the big rumor for a while is that the main protagonist is Sam, but shown in the gameplay was Chloe, and I was really surprised about that. I didn't think Chloe would be the main protagonist in this. Is she going to be the whole way? Will it swap characters? Who knows? But that was really, really awesome to see. And it'd be awesome to see her story. And the graphics, the gameplay looked absolutely fantastic. And yeah, congrats to Naughty Dog. Smashing it out the park again. Next up, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. As well as Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now, I tweeted out, and I did get it wrong, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is exclusive. Technically, it's timed exclusive, but only for 3 months, I think. It's coming out in March. It's out today for PS4 owners, and it's out March 2017 for Xbox One owners. Now, I don't know if it's a remaster. I missed the thing on that. I don't know if it's a remaster. I don't know if it will be backwards compatible or whatever with the Xbox One. But either way, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is coming, as well as a new Marvel vs. Capcom game. We had Ryu, we had Mega Man, we had Iron Man, Superwoman. The trailer looked amazing, and I'm just really happy everyone gets to play it. Now, the big question is there going to be cross-platform play? Capcom had Street Fighter V cross-network play between PS4 and Steam. Xbox. So could it be like Xbox and PC and PS4 and PC? Is it going to be Xbox One, PC, PS4, or is everyone going to be split up? Who knows? All I know is it's awesome that everyone gets a chance to play this game, because my God, did it look good. Now, I'm not a fighting game guy. I'm probably the worst guy you can talk about in terms of fighting games. I'm terrible at them. However, this looked really fun. So, yeah, can't wait for that. And if you like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it is coming out today on the PS4. Next up, Destiny DLC. Look cool. It is what it is. It's a festive update. Whatever. Crash Bandicoot, though, the first 3 games, remade, remastered, whatever, looked beautiful, looked amazing, and I cannot wait to play Crash Bandicoot again. Yeah, it looked fantastic, and yeah, I'm really excited for Crash, man. I've been excited for Crash for such a long time. We haven't seen any gameplay. We finally have no confirmed release date, but a release window of 2017. Next up, the COD Leagues. If you like competitive gaming, that's cool. For me, I had no interest in it, but you have a marketing deal with Activision. It is what it is, you know. Next up, Resident Evil 7. This game looks insane. This game looks crazy. It looks terrifying, fully playable in VR. It's going to make use of the Pro and everything. So, yeah, this game is going to be something special. Um, and DLC first on PlayStation, so that's whatever. You know what I mean? Um, Ace Combat 7 VR looked really good. I'm not a huge fighting like flight simulator guy, but in VR, games are just more awesome. Even things I don't really enjoy. So it looked pretty fun, and yeah, should hopefully be a good game. Street Fighter 5 update. It had Akuma in there. It also had a new arena, and all this stuff is available with the season pass. So if you've got the season pass, you can unlock it, and I assume that you'll be able to unlock it with enough points or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The Last Guardian, obviously coming out on Tuesday. I mean, I'm glad that they didn't ruin the game by showing off like a ton of gameplay, a ton of story gameplay, but they did show a nice trailer. Looks beautiful, and yeah, all I can say is I can't wait for Tuesday because yeah, all I'll be playing is The Last Guardian. Next up, now these are the three games I'm like, you show this at E3, there's a riot. You show this at PSX, everyone goes mental. So, first up, Patapon. That looks. I played Patapon. That's really cool. Uh, Glad to see that's coming back. Loco Roco, another game. Awesome to see it's coming back. But the main one, the man himself, Parappa the Rapper. Yes, he's coming back with the best Parappa the Rapper game, which is the first one on the PS1. I think they're remastering it or whatever. The demo is out today, so I'm going to be playing that. I'll probably have some gameplay for my channel. But Parappa the Rapper, yes, get in. I heard this rumor and I was like, why? You know what I mean? But it looked really fun, and yeah, I can't wait to play some more Parappa the Rapper, you know what I mean? And with the best Parappa the Rapper there is. Now, I'm telling you, Sony, it better have a platinum trophy. That's all I'm saying. I need the platinum in this game. Next up, Knack 2. Now, I'm probably the only person in the world who actually liked the first Knack. I thought it was a good game. But yeah, Knack 2, it looks fun. It looks, I like that sort of game anyway. Platformers, I really like platformers. So it looked really good. The graphics looked a lot better. You got, obviously, I think 2-player support. I don't know if that's online or just like an extra controller. But yeah, it looked really good. It looked like they improved on the first game. But let's hope, it's a good game. Next up, Gravity Rush 2. Again, another game where I feel like it looks improved on the first one. And yeah, I can't wait for that. Now, it showed the DLC that is coming, I think day and date with the game. I could be wrong, but I think it's coming the same day as Gravity Rush 2, which is January 20th, I think. And yeah, it looked beautiful, looked really fun, and yeah, awesome game. Next up, Gran Turismo Sport. Now, I really like Gran Turismo, so that's a cool announcement for me. Some really interesting sort of tech stuff with it. 4K support. Now, they didn't say, like, they didn't have like the little asterisks or whatever after 4K, which means 1800p. For now, I'm going to keep my height levels to a minimum and assume that it's 1800 or 1440p. But yeah, it said 4K, so I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is a native 4K image. That's pretty impressive, even though it obviously it is a racing simulator, so they're a little bit easier to do. It's still a very graphically demanding game, so that's pretty impressive. HDR support. Now, I mean, I could be wrong. I doubt I'm wrong, but it could be wrong. But I'm assuming this is on all PS4s because all of them support HDR. So that's awesome. And obviously VR. Now, again, no announcement on whether this is fully playable in VR or just some maps or whatever. But really awesome to see, and congrats, because this is the sort of game that succeeds in VR, in my opinion. Ni no Kuni 2, can't wait for it. I know a lot of my followers on Twitter, a lot of my subscribers, you guys are hyped for Ni no Kuni 2, and you were like, we need to see some more. We're going to riot with no Ni no Kuni 2. So we finally got it, so that the riot can be put on hold just for a little bit. But yeah, looked really, really good. Beautiful graphics. The first Ni no Kuni was, to me, was a real surprise. You probably guys are probably saying, well, it was level 5, it was going to always be amazing. But to me, I was really surprised about the quality of the game. One of my favourite JRPGs, or my favourite RPG or whatever, of last gen. Um, and a real surprise for me. So I'm glad to see Ni no Kuni 2's coming. A little bit disappointing, not going to lie. I thought we might get a Ni no Kuni 1 port or remaster or something, to say, to bide you guys over. Available today is Ni no Kuni 2. Sorry, Ni no Kuni 1. That had been nice, but I'll definitely take 2, and that's awesome. Next up, Yakuza 6 and Yakuza Kiwami. Awesome, Sega bringing some nice games to the conference. Yeah, awesome. Both of them being localized in the West, so fantastic. That was a big worry. Obviously, you've always got to worry about some of these Japanese games not getting localization. But for me, it's just awesome to see them both coming to the West. So that's great. Danganronpa version 3 looked really, really fun. Obviously, I don't think they showed the remastered collection, but yeah, Danganronpa version 3 coming to the Vita, coming to the PS4. So if you're a Vita gamer, you've got a fantastic game to play. I'll probably play it on my PS4. I'm not gonna lie, blasphemy, I know, but yeah, it looked really fun, and yeah, really exciting to play it. Nier Automata confirmed as a console exclusive. Looked really good. Platinum Games, they're a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes they make amazing games, sometimes they make complete trash like Ninja Turtles. But this looks like a possible really good Platinum Games, as well as they're working with Square. So yeah, if they can improve on the first one, which will be hard, this will be a fantastic game. Next up, YS Origin. Now, I'm probably butchering that name and it's said completely different. I'm not going to fraud and lie. I've never heard of this game. I've never heard of it. It's probably really good. It looked interesting. But yeah, I can't speak too much on it because I don't know what it is. Dread No Light. Now, this looked a bit like, I guess, is it that PC game Star Citizen? Looked a bit like that. I have no interest in it, to be honest with you. It's not my sort of game. But if it is your sort of game, yeah, definitely check it out. Next up, Pia. I think that's how you say it. Now, this game does look good, though. It has online support. It's the first time that developer has done online support, as well as a great-looking single-player experience. Seen this game for a while. It went real silent for a while. I don't know what the hell happened. But glad to see him on stage, and hopefully this game comes out pretty soon. Next up, Vane, Vane. I think that was a CG trailer. It looked fun, but again, I think it's a CG trailer, so I don't really know what to say on that. Next up, Absolver, which looks like, I guess, a fighting game. It looked a bit like Dark Souls without the weapons. Very weird to say that, but yeah, it looked pretty fun. Obviously an indie game. It could be a fun game. I'll have to wait and see, maybe a little bit nearer the time when it releases. What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, I've been hearing about this game since 2015, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But hopefully this does come out pretty soon. It looks a really unique idea. It looks like a real good game coming out of XDev, or Santa Monica Studios. And yeah, but it's just been in development for a long time, so hopefully it turns out to be good. Neck Mechanica. Again, I don't know what this game is. I was confused from the trailer, so I can't really speak too much on that. Next up, Hellblade, which was confirmed to be a console exclusive. Now, the marketing deals are all weird, so I don't know if it's a timed exclusive or whatever. But the game looked fantastic from the guys at Ninja Theory. Look fantastic. I've talked about this game on my channel quite a few times. Really, really good. I say good, but really interesting topic that they use. And yeah, I'm definitely buying this day one. Available today, there is 4 games. Here They Lie, which is a free-to-play Dark Souls, modern Dark Souls game, which looks really good. I'll be downloading it today. Probably might have some gameplay for that with Parappa the Rapper. That looks really good. Mother Russia Bleeds for You is out today. Interesting name, sounds a bit terrifying. I have no idea what it is. But yeah, Mother Russia Bleeds for You out today. Surgeon Simulator VR, which could be pretty fun, is out today, as well as Tomb Raider Go. Now, I was a little bit late to the Hitman Go party, but that game was really fun, so I'll be picking this up for sure. Probably after The Last Guardian, though, because I'm playing Final Fantasy 15. I'm trying to get the platinum, and then I've got to focus on The Last Guardian, so a little bit of a hectic time in terms of gaming, but I definitely will be picking that up. Next up, there was a ton of PSVR games. Too many, I didn't even know the names of half of them. So I'm only going to speak about the 2 that stood out to me most, which was Golem. Now, I saw this at the reveal event for PSVR, and it looks really special. It looks really awesome, and I can't wait for it. It looks really good. It's like a bit like, I guess, Titanfall. It's not a Titan, it's like a golem thing, but it's a bit like Titanfall, where you got like the swords and you're hitting other stuff. It's weird, but it looks awesome. So I can't really explain it, but I'd recommend you to check it out. As well as Farpoint. Now this looks like apart from probably Rigs, this looks like a big AAA exclusive on the PSVR. Hopefully I'm right. It comes with that like gun thing that's like a Wii remote, weird looking thing. But yeah, Farpoint looks really, really fun. And yeah, I'll definitely be back in VR for that, that's for sure. So that's awesome. Neo, which has obviously been confirmed because it's being published by Sony as a Sony PS4 exclusive. That is coming out early next year, I think in February. Cannot wait for that game. I played both the demos, and both of them were fantastic. And the game, yeah, it looks a little bit like The Witcher meets Dark Souls, but it has a very different type of gameplay. To me, it's a lot harder than Dark Souls. Now, I love Dark Souls, I love Bloodborne, I love Demon Souls, but this is a little bit more difficult in my opinion. So yeah, I'll definitely be dying a lot in Neo, that's for sure. Next up, MLB The Show. Looks cool. I don't like baseball, so I have no interest in it, so I'm not going to hype it up. But I will say the retro mode did look pretty fun. It looked like a little nice thing that they've added to the game. But yeah, if you like baseball games, I think this is the best one. So yeah, definitely pick that up if you're interested in it. Horizon Zero Dawn, before we get into the big one, Horizon Zero Dawn looks amazing. Is that any surprise? No, we've seen it since 2015. It looks better every time we see it. This was, I think, running on a PS4 Pro. The environments, the world, the animals, the enemies, everything about this game is just stunning. I just can't wait to get like lost in the world, learn about the story, learn about the characters and this world. And it's the first time I've seen Sony openly say in public that this is our next big thing. Now, I've been saying it for a while. Obviously, people like Greg Miller and all that sort of stuff have been saying it for a while. I think everyone who's a PlayStation fan has said this is Sony's next big IP. Well, for Sony to say it themselves, they're pretty excited about it. Now, there was a rumor that it was delayed. No confirmation as yet. I hope not. I really don't want it to be delayed. I'd understand it, but I would still be a little bit salty, I'm not going to lie. So we'll have to see, but definitely looks amazing, and just another fantastic trailer from those guys at Guerrilla Games. Now, this was the biggest surprise. To me, this game alone makes it better than E3. For me, because it's my favorite. The first one was my favorite game of all time, not even questioning. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you'll know I say this pretty much every week. Nothing to do with The Last of Us, the video could be about, and I'll tell you how it's the greatest game of all time. And that is The Last of Us 2. Now, I thought it was Sucker Punch's game, which I said about 3 times in the show, which is slightly embarrassing because it wasn't even shown there. But yeah, as soon as I saw the Firefly emblem on that road sign, I went crazy. I went crazy. I couldn't believe that we got it. I could not believe it. It looked amazing. I've got to say, the graphics looked on point. Very early in development, so take it with a grain of salt. It's probably a 2018 game at the earliest. However, I don't even care. It could come out 2020. To know it's coming, I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. So they did a nice little song, very emotional as you expect from The Last of Us. It's not a happy-go-lucky game, you know. It certainly is no Parappa the Rapper. You know what I mean? It's a very emotional game. For me, I think it looks awesome. There's 2 things I think will happen with this game, and these are predictions based on nothing but from what I've kind of been seeing and stuff. First up, I like the fact that it's set in the future. It looks like, obviously, The Last of Us was set when Ellie was around about 13, 14 years old, you know, early teenager. This looks like Ellie, early 20s, a young adult. And yeah, it looked really, really good. She looked a lot, you know, tougher, a lot. It reminded me a bit like, if you've played The Walking Dead, Clementine in the first one and Clementine in the second one. That sort of evolution is what I feel is happening with The Last of Us, you know. Somebody that really was dependent on Joel is becoming a little bit more independent, if that makes sense. And that is really, really cool. I also think that, yeah, like I say, I think she will be the main protagonist. I think Joel will take a back step, because you've got to realise Joel has got to be what? If this is like, let's say, 10 years in the future, The Last of Us, I'm going to try not to spoil it, but there is a point when it jumps around about, what is it, 20 years in the future? He's got to be getting 50, 60 years old now, so I feel that she will be the main protagonist, focusing a story around Ellie. Now, I'm fine with that. I thought Ellie was a badass character, so that doesn't bother me. But I'm glad I'm not going to lie, guys. I thought Joel wouldn't be in it. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't think he'd be in it at all. I thought Naughty Dog might secretly kill him off, but thankfully he is in it. So I'm just really excited, guys. You know, we can put all these little... I'm sure there's going to be a ton of like subliminal images in there, little hints to what the game's going to be about. She's going to go out and kill loads of people, apparently it said. It says, are you ready? And then, yeah, it's just a ton of stuff. But there is a theory. I mean, what do you guys think about this? Could Ellie be pregnant? Now, I know it seems a little bit out there. She didn't look pregnant. But there was that thing in Uncharted, you know, the little teaser for The Last of Us 2, which came true. Could that possibly be a thing? I don't know. All speculation. But that would completely, like, be crazy. A crazy sort of thing. But, yeah, enough hype, enough fanboying or whatever. I really enjoyed this conference. I like the fact that it wasn't just AAA games. There was the Japanese JRPGs that, you know, maybe sell a couple 100,000, but they're not going to really raise the roof at E3. A couple of, you know, really solid games. A couple of games that really only people like me care about. Knack 2, Parappa the Rapper, Loco Roco. These sort of games are aimed at somebody like me. But also you did get the big AAA games there. Horizon, obviously Multiplat must be said, but Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, Nier Automata, and obviously the big one, The Last of Us 2. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. You know, I'm a big PlayStation fan, as you guys know. The reason I'm a big PlayStation fan and really got back into gaming was The Last of Us. So to see the second one coming, un, unreal. So Naughty Dog's certainly been busy with the single player DLC, Uncharted 4, the remasters, and now obviously The Last of Us 2. But enough rambling going on, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Are you in the same boat as me? Do you think this was a real special conference? Did you expect a little bit more? Were you hoping something there would be there that wasn't? Maybe a SOCOM or a Resistance or something? Or the only negative, and I'm gonna review, not review, give a score, but just like the only negative I can really put to that conference was there was no Sucker Punch game. I assume this is going to be shown off at E3, but hey, who knows? That's a very small complaint, but yeah, enough rambling, guys. Let me know down below. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure to hit a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you guys in a new video.